I would like to welcome Ms. Blue Terrell. Ms. Blue Terrell is Vice President of People Experience at Zoom. She is a strategic and data-focused leader with over 15 years experience developing and executing human resources strategies for employee populations in technology, telecommunications, and entertainment. She will be discussing how Zoom has served as an equalizing platform and played a role in connecting people in all aspects of society during a national emergency. Some key sectors for discussion: government, education, healthcare, and finance.
So thank you for having me. I want to just offer my gratitude to the Aspire Artemis Foundation and certainly wish everyone a happy Women's Day. I am thrilled to be able to take you all very quickly through a presentation that speaks to how Zoom has been able to create impact and change through the application of equalizing technology. And so here is who I am and what I do. I have the great pleasure of leading one of Zoom's people experience teams. So for purposes of today, I think what I'm excited to talk to you about is Zoom's real passion around its verticals that really lean across STEM and STEAM, if you think about it. And each one of those, as you see here, education, healthcare, government, and finance, carries with it its own unique culture, but its own unique needs as we look to ensure that everyone has the opportunity globally to make sure that they are connected, but also that life continues to move forward and that we are not losing all the things that make us passionate about the work that we do, the way that we live, work, and play, and mostly just, how we move as humans. And what I'd like to spend most of my time talking to you about today is the vertical around education, because as we know, that is where our most opportunity is, right? That is where everything innovative, new, exciting, and different is shared with the generations to come and our opportunity to equip them to be their best selves. So no matter where the education takes place, right, Zoom wanted to be able to help students, faculty, and staff, whether it was learning, collaboration, and administration of any type of educational platforms, right? And Zoom is proud to be able to support any type of remote and hybrid learning environments. And it's not necessarily something that Zoom does in a unique way, right? It's a collaborative effort, right? And they do it for primary and secondary schools as well as higher education. And so when we think about education and we think about the ability to make sure that students, teachers, administrators have the greatest reach, right? There's four main opportunities that we have, right? We want to be able to teach anywhere. And that means we want to be able to deliver content, whether it's online or in a hybrid model. And we want students to be engaged through these virtual experiences and really have access to this education. And what we know is that being able to make this interactive allows for the experience and the connection to continue throughout all of our platforms, right? And we want our educators and our administrators to be able to work anywhere, right? So what does that look like? It means being open to the work environment and ensuring that we've got this continuity of academic services and communication across the enterprises, right? We want to be able to connect professionals anywhere across the globe who have something to offer that's going to be able to enhance the educational experience that we're having. Right. And that leads to the third bullet, which is around connecting anywhere. Right. So whether you're in the classroom or outside of the classroom, whether you are a parent, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a pod leader, whether you are stepping in and wearing the hat of teacher, we want to make sure that no matter what, you have the ability to connect. And this one was really, really important to us because as we look at what these underrepresented communities are, and as we look at the opportunity to say, how are we making this accessible? How are we really making sure that people can learn anywhere, whether you are going to kindergarten or whether you're an adult learner, right? We wanted to improve and enhance that learning experience. And we wanted it to be a blend of synchronous, whether you're actually in an environment, or we wanted to make sure that we could connect folks from an asynchronous perspective. And so Zoom has really been key on doing this. And I want to just show what this model looks like, right? Because we've got a really thoughtful process around everything from community engagement to virtual classes, to student engagement. And then we didn't want to leave out professional development, because while the world is evolving and students are learning, we still need to hone our craft, and we still need to ensure that everybody is developing in a way so that as we look towards whatever the future of work is going to look like, right? Because what we know is how we came out of work is not the way we're going to return, but that doesn't mean that we have to get stagnant. And Zoom was committed to saying, how can we ensure that we've got all of these environments, and how do we have all these opportunities? And we create this virtual ecosystem so that everybody could still have an opportunity to be connected. And one of the things that Zoom really took a lot of emphasis in, and I'm proud to say that I participated in this, was our Ed Innovation Awards. And these were awards that we put out there, and we said to anyone who was an educator, a leader across the globe, we wanted you to submit your most ambitious ideas, right? Creative, new, edge thinking, right? And it was all about improving student outcomes and student learning experiences. And we had the pleasure of reading so many proposals and really engaging with a lot of learners, educators, and people who are just passionate about ensuring that we stay connected. And we were able to have an opportunity to read across all of those and select those. We certainly invite you to visit the Zoom blog if you'd like to read more about that and understand more about who our participants were, and who our final winners were. But that is a little bit about Zoom and how we have been passionate about staying connected and what our environments look like. Thank you so much again to the Aspiring Artemis Foundation for giving me time to explain to you how Zoom for Education, and in addition to our other verticals, has really made our impact on the globe.